Most men would lose their mind if their wife was accused of sleeping with sailors and gladiators, but the Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius, he stayed loyal. Rome whispered that Empress Faustina betrayed him, that his own son might not even be his. One legend even claims Marcus was told to execute a gladiator and force his wife to bathe in his blood. Most men today would explode with anger, jealousy, or pride. Marcus chose something else. He applied an ancient secret most men will never master: the ability to rise above betrayal and chaos by controlling only himself. What he did in the face of scandal reveals a Stoic lesson on emotional strength that can change how you handle every relationship in your own life. To understand what Marcus was facing, you have to imagine Roman society. It was ruthless, obsessed with gossip, and quick to weaponize rumor. The juiciest accusations against Faustina come from a text called the Historia Augusta, basically the ancient equivalent of a tabloid. It claimed Faustina had endless lovers, from sailors at the docks to gladiators in the arena. Some even doubted whether Commodus, their son and future emperor, was really Marcus's child, pointing to his obsession with gladiators as supposed proof. And then there was that lurid story: that a gladiator was executed, his blood offered to Faustina, and that she bathed in it before returning to Marcus. A tale designed to make their court look monstrous. But these weren't just personal attacks, they became political weapons. When a false rumor spread that Marcus had died, his top general Avidius Cassius declared himself emperor. Ancient sources even suggested Faustina promised to marry him if Marcus truly was gone. Suddenly, Marcus wasn't just facing whispers of infidelity, he was staring at a possible betrayal that threatened the empire itself. So here's the question: how does a man, especially a Stoic, respond to betrayal at the deepest level? Stoicism is simple in theory, brutal in practice. The core principle: know what's in your control and what's not. You can't control what people say. You can't control their gossip, their treachery, their rumors. What you can control is your judgment and your actions. Marcus reminded himself daily: expect betrayal, expect arrogance, expect dishonesty. He wrote that anger is a temporary madness, and that the wise man meets insults with calm, not fury. Most men will never do this. They react, they rage, they let pride destroy them. So, what did Marcus actually do? Did he punish Faustina? Did he rage at her? Did he crumble under the weight of the whispers? Here's the twist: the story everyone loves to repeat is mostly lies. The Historia Augusta is so unreliable that most historians treat its gossip as fiction. Even Cassius Dio, who repeated rumors about Faustina, offers no proof. Other historians from the time, like Eutropius and Aurelius Victor, don't mention her infidelity at all. What looks like betrayal was almost certainly a smear campaign against the Empress and, by extension, the Emperor himself. Gossip has always been a weapon. And then we have Marcus's own words. In the very first book of Meditations, he thanks the gods for giving him a wife so affectionate, so loving, and so faithful. Not the words of a man tormented by a treacherous partner. They were married for 30 years, raised at least 13 children, and endured military campaigns side by side. That's not the life of a broken marriage. There's also the political reality. When advisors suggested Marcus should divorce Faustina, one story says he replied, "If I divorce my wife, I must also give up her dowry." And her dowry wasn't gold. It was the Roman Empire itself. Faustina was the daughter of the previous emperor. Their marriage was the foundation of his legitimacy. To abandon her would have been political suicide and risked civil war. A true Stoic chooses duty over pride. And when Faustina died in 175 AD, Marcus's actions spoke louder than any rumor. He grieved deeply. He had her deified by the Senate. He renamed the city where she died to Faustinopolis. He even created a charity for orphaned girls in her honor. He never remarried. These are not the actions of a man relieved to be free of betrayal. They are the actions of a devoted husband who chose loyalty over resentment. So why did Marcus ignore the rumors? Because he was practicing Stoicism at the highest level. His response was built on 3 timeless rules. First, radical acceptance. He knew he couldn't control gossip. He couldn't stop people from whispering. Whether the rumors were true or not didn't matter. His peace depended only on his own choices. Second, duty over passion. Marcus put the empire before his ego. Most men destroy themselves because they let pride win over responsibility. Marcus understood that his role as emperor demanded stability, not selfish rage. And third, loyalty by choice. Surrounded by slander, Marcus chose to define Faustina not by gossip, but by her actions, the partner he loved, the mother of his children, the woman who endured endless campaigns by his side. He chose to see the best in her, and he held to that vision until the end. This is what makes Marcus different. Most men today would crumble under rumors of betrayal. They'd rage, lash out, destroy themselves in the process. Marcus shows us another way. The real story isn't about infidelity. It's about emotional strength under fire. It's about choosing calm over chaos, duty over pride, loyalty over resentment. He teaches us that true strength isn't about controlling others. It's about governing yourself. So the next time betrayal, gossip, or chaos enters your life, remember Marcus Aurelius. Don't waste your energy on what you can't control. Don't let pride dictate your actions. Choose your duty. Choose your loyalty. And above all, govern the only empire that truly matters, the one inside yourself.